Hi, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Justine Luzzy. Okay, so I'm starting a new thing where every month I'm going to give, I call them intuitive updates, but basically they're about 5 to 6 different intuitive hits or downloads, as I like to call them, about the energy of the upcoming month. So I'm going to start doing this every month, usually around, I'll post the video the first uh, the first of the month, preferably, right? Maybe the day before, just so you guys can have it. But basically, these are, like I said, 5 to 6 intuitive hits or downloads. As somebody that's intuitive, I get a lot of these about the upcoming month. So I'd love to share them with you and see what we can expect for the collective consciousness going into January of 2020. So I'm just going to jump right into it. The first thing that I want to bring up is that I've been just getting a lot of hits lately. I do card readings, guys. If you're interested, I do them live on Facebook and Instagram, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So please find me there. I'll put the link in the comments. Not in the comments, in the summary there when I post. But basically, what I've been coming up with, and also with the private readings that I do, is that clairaudience is something that's been coming up. So what is clairaudience? And usually I explain this before I start talking about the clairs. So basically the clairs are intuitive gifts. And basically, clairaudient is, the most popular one that we've all heard of is clairvoyance. So that's pretty much saying clear seeing, and that's intuitive gifts in the forms of very vivid dreams, visualizations, projecting images in the mind, and things like that. And that's how we can use our our clairvoyance to receive messages and things like that. Clairaudience now is what we're actually talking about. That's what's been coming up lately. And basically, this one is clear hearing. So this one is actually one that is not as popular, right? Clairvoyance. The other ones are clairsentient and claircognizant, and then there's clairaudience. There are other clairs, but these are the four main ones. But again, out of all of them, this one is the clairaudient is the, I would say, the least talked about or the least known or the least dominant gift is what I would say. So basically, when I say clear hearing, this is the form of intuitive gifts with hearing. So this is going to look like something along the lines of actual language in the mind. This could look like hearing your name. This could be hearing taps, hearing sounds, and interpreting things that way as far as what messages come through. So I've been feeling, as the collective consciousness, this is one that's coming through really strongly now. I'm not really sure why. The theories that I actually have are that it's just that we have to be, all the other gifts are pretty dominant, so we have to really be more balanced in the way that we pick up information. Only because, guys, and as well, I really communicate with the angels the most as far as our spirit team goes. But basically, if we want to receive messages, that's just another way for them to channel to us. So it's important that we really make sure that we pay attention to this lesser known one, and it just feels very, it's going to become very dominant for a lot of people in the month of January. Okay, so the second thing is earth angel. So this phrase keeps coming up. What is an earth angel? Guys, an earth angel is someone that is obviously human, right? They, are in human form, but there's someone that is sent to you going through a really hard time in your life. So and it's interesting that this came up because I actually see it being very positive for a lot of us in the collective consciousness for January. Excuse me. It doesn't seem like very rough times, because usually when this comes up, there is that means that there's rough waters ahead, right? In the deepest, darkest times of your life, sometimes God, universe, divine source, whatever you use, angels, they decide to send you a human form person to help you out. And this could actually be a lifelong friendship. This could be for the time being. And this could be also very temporary. And what I mean by that is you might be in a very dangerous situation and somebody really, really helps you out, but you never see them again. That's super temporary, right? So I see this type of energy happening in January. So again, I don't see a lot of like very, very negative things happening. I see it actually being more positive and things going more on the upswing than they are going on the downswing. But if things are not so great, expect an earth angel to show up to really help you through those dark waters for sure. Okay, the third one. This one is appropriate because it's the first month of the year. And this is where a lot of people write down their goals and they get really serious about accomplishing certain things and that kind of stuff. So manifestation is the third one. We're going to see an uptick of people starting to manifest. And what I mean by that is that, yeah, we are manifesting all the time, whether we know it or not. And that could be on a positive scale or a negative scale. It's really manifesting happens when we match our vibration, right? So we're constantly vibrating, whether we are conscious of it or not. So basically, we are kind of always manifesting, like I said, either on a positive or a negative scale, and whether we're conscious or subconscious of it. Anyway, but people are going to put it in the consciousness part of things. So it's really, and obviously it's going to be more of the positive stuff, right? Because I don't think I could ever imagine why somebody would consciously try to manifest something bad, right? Or negative, right? But I do see a lot of this happening. Again, makes complete sense for the first month of a new year, of a new decade. And I see a lot of positive things happening from that. And a lot of, because of this, a lot of empaths, light workers, awakened souls, highly sensitive people, however you want to categorize yourself in that realm as an awakened person, I see it being really, really beneficial for us because I see us taking off for 2020. And basically, we have to obviously first get our goals down and then practice manifesting them. So I definitely see a lot of this happening and a lot of good coming from it. Okay, so the fourth thing is energy healing. Okay, guys, this actually kind of goes hand in hand with manifesting. So basically, I would say that the energy is really kind of communicating that there is still some, like it's almost like the last drop of a block that you have. And what I mean by that is that I would really kind of look at what's, you're already writing down your goals. You want to manifest your goals. What's going to come up is what's blocking you. What fears do you have? What is the last piece of the puzzle that you need to massage out the kinks, or however you want to say it. But there's one last thing that's kind of just there. And we need to step out of our comfort zone and really look into an energetic healing modality that maybe we haven't looked at before. Because it's almost telling me like it's something that we haven't done before. So look at all of your options. See what signs you get on a daily basis. The angels can definitely help you here, especially in the forms of numbers. But really pay attention to if you have any signs or you have any synchronicities happening where it's kind of pointing you to a different type of energy healing that maybe you've used in the past and it doesn't technically, like, you don't really resonate with it. Guys, we're changing all the time. Okay, so it could work for you now. So keep that in mind. When I talk about this, Reiki comes up for me. It hasn't really worked in the past, but I'm open to trying it again. So whatever you're kind of pulled to or you feel signs pointing to, definitely be responsible and do the work and look into it, and definitely try something out of your comfort zone when it comes to an energy healing modality, because that's going to be the thing that's going to surprise you, and that's going to be the thing that could really kind of push you over the edge, push you through that one last thing that's holding you back. Okay, and the last thing, and this is probably my favorite one. I feel like I say that all the time. This one is justice. Okay, guys, I talk a lot about self-righteousness and righteousness in general, and it's something that I constantly always have to work on. But we're actually, and it makes sense why it's coming up in January, because we're coming into a new era of things, almost like this year is going to be the year for the history books kind of thing. And I'm feeling it very strongly. I don't know if that's positive or negative. We are going into a presidential year, so that's interesting and kind of scary to think about. But it is a year of mass change, and justice keeps coming up. So if there's an opportunity for you where you need to, that you've been thinking about taking, that really is, I guess I want to say justice route, which means that it's something that's working against your integrity or something that's working against your morality, something along those lines. It's time to take action this year, especially this month. Should if you're still thinking about it and you like when I say this and something comes up, that's it. January is a great time to start looking into it. Do your research, all of this stuff that you might have to do to take action. So it's kind of like marinating now in January. So this is definitely the year of some justice, like not a huge, I don't see it being like huge, but it's definitely a step in the right direction, and on the right side of history, as opposed to I guess I want to say wrong, but I don't really believe in right or wrong, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. It's going forward, a direction forward. That's a better way to say it, instead of backwards. So small steps are awesome though, guys. Any step in a forward direction is a good aligned path. So keep that in mind. So just to sum it up, we have 1, Clairaudience. Number 2, we have Earth Angel. We have 3, manifesting, 4, energy healing modality, and then 5, justice. So keep those energies in mind as we roll into January. It's going to be an interesting month. It feels like it's going to be a quiet month, which is why, like I said about the Earth Angel, it doesn't feel like a lot of people are going to be experiencing that, but a good majority will, as far as having a person, for, a real life person, in real life, person for support. So, but yeah, it's going to be a great year, guys, so far. January, again, like I said, pretty quiet. It feels like winter energy, which makes sense. We're in winter, and it's just like almost like a calm before the storm. And that's where that justice comes in, where it's just like, it's almost like you're in the R&D phase, right? Which is like research and development. So anyway, okay. Hopefully that was helpful, guys. Happy January. I will be doing this again in February 1st. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I am going to be enhancing it and adding to it in this new year. That's one of my goals. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.